Good day, everyone. This is Tim, and I hope you're doing well. This is beautiful Vancouver, and where has the summer gone? And with the warm weather leaving us, this would be a great time to go for a nice meal. And in fact, it might be a good time to go for some great steaks. And this would be a good opportunity to try the different places or different steakhouses in Vancouver, from the casual to the fine dining, luxurious steakhouses. So this would be a nice little comparison, and really grateful for that. And the nice thing is I'm not doing this alone. My good friend Nicole is going to join me. So really glad and grateful for her company, and also really grateful to Vessi for sponsoring this video. Vessi is a West Coast company that makes amazing waterproof, breathable sneakers. And with the Vancouver weather, where it rains a lot, they are a must-have. Whether running errands or even when traveling where a bout of rain isn't going to put a stop to your exploratory adventures. So they are definitely my go-to sneakers, whether when traveling or at home, because they keep you warm and dry when it is cold and wet outside, and they keep you cool and dry when it is hot and sometimes wet outside, like in Asia. And I love to show you just how waterproof they are earlier today in English Bay, the beautiful beach. But just a bit too sandy, so a bottle of water, fully submerged and completely dry. So no more wet socks here. So give it a try. Visit Vessi online, and there you'll find many styles and colors to choose from. From the classic everyday sneakers to my favorite, the weekend sneakers, lots of cushioning. And now my newest favorite, the courtside classic. Very comfortable with the urban classic style as well. And if you happen to miss one of their sales, Vessi was kind enough to offer a promotion. Just visit Vessi online and use promo code TIMLEE to save 15% off your purchase. That's Vessi online and promo code TIMLEE to save 15% off your purchase. And with that, we are approaching our first steakhouse, our casual steakhouse. And luckily, I have Nicole there waiting for me. Come on, let's go. Hey, Nicole. Hi.
Good to see you.
Great to see you. And remember, we were here. This is a Yaletown area. And are you hungry?
Yes.
All right.
I'm
So
ready for dinner.
so let's go for steakhouse number 1, our casual place.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go in.
Put it through it.
Oh, thank you, thank you. All right, a nice dark room, as a steakhouse should have. And we're just gonna wait for our table here. Hey, Nadine. Oh, this looks nice and dark and cool.
I know. It's really dark in here, but upstairs on our rooftop, it's the nice natural light that you get up there.
Do you think we can get a table at the rooftop?
Yeah, make your way up. Just press R in the elevator there.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Nadine. All right, so we get to be outside.
I mean, they've got lots of ambiance here. Your fireplace, your dark mood lighting.
Oh man, the eyes are adjusting to the beautiful skyline here. Outdoors. Thank you.
Just go and drop down the bar.
So really nice to get a table outside with great company.
Arguably.
Well, no arguments here. And so our first place, this is a casual place, and I was gonna say this is the inexpensive place, but no steakhouses where they're casual or anything is inexpensive nowadays. But this is a casual place. This is called The Keg in Vancouver, and I think Canada and some in the US, and it's a chain here. And luckily, we got a beautiful table on the patio with a fireplace overlooking the skyline. And this is just our first place. And I think, Nicole, we're gonna compare the casual place to the fine dining place.
Yeah.
So how should we compare the places here? And we've been doing a bit of discussion here, maybe 5 categories.
Yeah.
Bread and drinks, as every steakhouse should have. Appetizers, How about steaks, of course?
Yes.
And then I've heard steakhouses have really great burgers, so let's get a burger as well. So what happened was I was at Peter Luger's, and chef took me down to the butcher room and the carving room, and they were saying the best place to get a burger is at a steakhouse because all the great trimmings makes a burger. How about dessert?
I'll never say no to dessert. That feels like a good way to round it out.
So now that we've decided on our categories, we actually did a bit of browsing. We got some drinks, some appetizers, and I see our drinks coming now.
Whiskey sour there for you.
Oh, thank you so much. All right. Oh, okay. And Nicole, what did you get there?
I got the gin basil lemonade,
All right. And
said to be refreshing,
I got the whiskey sour.
which actually is a favorite of our mutual friend Lois.
Yes.
So,
All right. Cheers to you.
and cheers to Lois.
And cheers to you as well. Nice and frothy, a little bit citrusy, bit of sweetness, very refreshing. Nicole, how is yours?
Also refreshing. It's a little bit fizzy, and it's also, listen, I'm not giving up on summer. So it's got its citrus. I've got my basil. I've got my gin. It's summer out here on the patio still.
So would you approve of the drinks and cocktail?
I would indeed.
Excellent.
I have a question for you, however, Tim.
Yes.
Is this like the Olympics? Am I grading on like a scale of 1 to 10? How are we? What's the ranking?
That is a good question, and we're just winging it here. Oh, so really great folks here, and along with the drinks, we've got our bread, and this is kind of their secret. You just ask for the cheesy butter, and you get some nice, not only just butter, but I think there's garlic and cheese and all that good stuff. So we actually ordered some appetizers as well, and the burger. So we're just going to enjoy the drinks and the bread, and we'll take you back after we figure out the scoring method as well. Okay, to a great dinner. Oh, geez. So in a flash, our appetizers has come, and with the flash, Nicole has been taking the obligatory pictures.
I'm gonna turn my flash off.
Oh. So this is pretty cool. We've got the crab cakes here, empty bowl for sharing what's to come up next, which is a French onion soup. So I can't wait to dig into that. Oh, and Lexi is coming with more. My goodness. Oh, thank you.
Be careful, everything's going to be a little bit.
So our table is full with the appies and the burger. So what a nice way to explore the different steakhouses in Vancouver. And between us, we came up with a scoring methodology. So for this round, it's either a pass or fail,
Okay.
right? But we'll keep that in mind for the next place, and then we'll see which one's better. How's that? We'll figure out a winner.
Okay.
So with that, let's cut into the burger. Okay, nice and thick. And a really large knife here. All right, so, okay. All right, so the burger first. Let's give it a try. Very nice, juicy and crusty with a bit of cheese and a little bit of bacon. Makes it all the better with a pickle for freshness.
I like the flavors. The
Oh.
flavor combination and the cheese too.
How is it, Nicole? My apologies, Nicole. But again, thanks to the good folks at Peter Luger's suggesting always get a burger at the steakhouse. Really well done. And Nicole, what do you think?
It's really good. I thought you might have gone a little too far when you asked for the bacon, but it really does add something. It sets it off.
And I've been here before, and my favorite lunch back in the days is to have a burger with the French onion soup. So let's give that a try. And I'm just going to take the first bite, and then we can share. Oh. Really hot and cheesy with loads of crispy croutons, sweet onions, and loads of cheese. Definitely very messy, but very good as well. Nicole, you gotta try this. Dig in.
Don't mind if I do.
There you go.
Good at the good stuff.
And a little broth. All right, I can't wait. Nicole, what do you think?
Very good. Comforting.
I can't agree more. So we're just gonna enjoy the appetizers, but the burger, I think that is on point. Burger, pass or fail?
Definitely pass. Pass with flying colors, pass.
And I think the French onion soup is a pass. Oh, we forgot the crab cakes.
Yeah.
Let's give that a try. So I'm gonna reach over. Thank you, Nicole. And it is nice when there's not enough room on the plate, and a little messy as well. Exactly, as Nicole says, deconstructed crab cake. But the messier it is, the better it is. And that just goes to show that there is no filler. So a little bit of sauce. And let's give this a try. Very good indeed. Just falls apart. And usually they leave the presentable side up, and this is the not so presentable side. Maybe just a bit too charred for my liking. But overall, Nicole, appetizers with the French onion soup and the crab cakes, what do you think?
Less messy than Tim's version, but whoops, nope, there it goes. Interesting. I'm getting a lot of fennel or something maybe?
So I guess all in all, on average, passable.
Yeah.
And we'll compare to the other one. So we'll just finish this off and we'll take you back when the mains come. And I think we better start ordering and eating. We'll take you back.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I know, it
Yeah.
looks like a lot, but I won't pour all of it.
All right. And now with the wines here, we are ready. Cheers, Nicole.
Cheers.
Here's to the main course.
And as the day turns into night, and after an uncharacteristically long wait, finally our meal has arrived.
10 ounce prime rib,
Oh, wow. Thank you.
veggies.
But I bet it's worth the wait.
All right. Okay, so thank you so much to Lexi. And boy, the days are getting dark pretty soon. So we essentially got the same thing, the wedge salad, the prime rib, the frizzy onions. And Nicole went for the healthier route with the sauteed vegetables. And I went with the frizzy onions with the mashed potatoes. And this is a very nice cut of prime rib. That is the eye, but that is the rib cap. You don't want the fat, Nicole?
Yeah.
I will take that gladly. Thank you so much.
There you go.
Okay. So it just keeps getting better and better. Instead of a 10 ounce, this has become a 12 ounce, and it really is time to dig in. All right, we'll save this for later, but we will start with the rib cap first. A little bit of horseradish, dunked in the jus. That is nice and tender, just like a fillet, but meaty and succulent. And while this doesn't have a lot of fat, Nicole came to the rescue. Very nice of her. Oh, very good. And Nicole, how is your steak cooked?
It's really good. As you see, it's tender, tasty. The vegetables are nice and crisp. And that's as far as I've gotten so far.
So that's really cool. And Nicole went for the healthy route. I'm going to go for the tasty route.
It's also tasty.
That's true. But I think, a little bit of veggies in the form of potatoes and crispy onions. Nice. And a little bit messy, but All in all, a very good steak. And I guess this is, I think it's a lot more than 10 ounces for sure. But here they do the prime rib right. So we're gonna finish this off. But before we leave you, for the steaks, definitely a pass. And Nicole?
I agree. Steak is a pass.
Agreed. And to that, bon appetit.
Bon appetit. Cheers. Next up, we'll see how the competition stacks up.
Oh, that's right. But before that, we'll take you back for dessert. That was a lot of food. And night has fallen upon us, and as full as we are, there is room for dessert. And we couldn't resist, but we have decided on dessert. This is my favorite, the ice cream pie, the Billy Miner pie. And Nicole, what did you have in mind?
I love the creme brulee, so I'll have a mini creme brulee because the food was excellent, but it really wasn't that.
We'll take you back, and we'll take you back when the dessert comes. And while we wait, I'll leave you with the beautiful view of the city and the warmth of the fireplace next to me. Oh, thank you. Thank you. What an evening. Our dessert has come, and Nicole has gotten the little one.
It does look good.
All right. A little creme brulee, and I've got the big one, a giant ice cream cake. But first, a cup of coffee and a picture. Here we go. Very much needed. Very good. And finally,
Sorry.
and I can't see a thing, but I'm sure we've got a great picture of Nicole's creme brulee. And now we've got to dig in to the mud pie, or the Billy Miner pie. Now, unfortunately, I can't really see where it is. It was a blinding light. Let's give this a try. Oh. A little bit of almonds.
How is it?
Very good and very cold. And now that my vision is coming back, this is my favorite dessert. The cookie crumb and the mocha chocolate ice cream with a bit of crunch from the almonds.
You don't need vision to enjoy it.
Very good. Nicole?
What do you say?
Oh, dig in. Give it a try.
Absolutely. Can you spin it around?
Yeah. Oh, get the crumb as well.
I'll go back in next time.
Your thoughts? Cold.
But rich. And I like the almond. And you're right, I need to get a piece with the crumb base for a proper assessment.
Now, I know I shouldn't ask you with your mouth full, but good, bad, or indifferent? Very good. All right, so this is our first visit to the steakhouses of Vancouver, the casual steakhouse. And so far, I think it hit all the categories. Bread and drinks, thumbs up, very good. Appies, average,
Yeah,
right? It balances out. The crab cake,
It passes, but
Yeah.
it's an average. Yeah.
yeah. And then the burger, outstanding, very good. Steaks,
Excellent.
very good as well. And then the dessert, as we said, very good.
Yeah.
But Nicole, I don't know about you, but I'm really, really full. Okay.
I agree.
Okay, you too?
Yeah.
All right, so the next time when we visit the steakhouse, the fine dining steakhouse, I think we'll bring in some help. What do you think?
We need backup. So
Okay.
yeah. It's a good call.
So thank you, and then we'll take you back for steakhouse number 2. Oh. Very good. So another day and another steakhouse, and Nicole and I thought we definitely need some help for this round. So luckily, we got good friend James to join us, and would be really nice to see what one of the oldest steakhouses in Vancouver is, and it is High's, which is right up ahead. And Nicole and James should be coming. Let's go inside. Oh, hey James. Hey Nicole. So nice again to be in a dark room where there are tons and tons of steaks. So Nicole and I went to the Keg yesterday, a casual dining place, and we decided we definitely need some help, James. So you're our only hope.
No pressure.
No. Hi, Ella. How are you? Oh, this looks quite amazing here. We have a reservation. Can we grab our table?
Of course.
Oh, thank you. We are about to enter the gateway to steaks through the tunnel. And out the tunnel, we see the grill right there. Thank you so much. What a beautiful table here. And not only do we have the traditional, but we have the electronics as well. So I can't wait. I think we're going to have a feast. And let me show you the room here. Classic steakhouse restaurant with paintings in the front and at the back, the wonderful grill. And earlier I got a chance to do some reconnaissance and chef was grilling those steaks. So we're just gonna peruse the menu and we'll take you back for some appies and all that good stuff. And we've actually caught James up to speed on our criteria, I guess, right? So I guess the beginnings, the drinks and bread and whatever they have, appies, burgers, steaks, and of course dessert. So I think we're gonna have a great meal. Oh, and our cocktails are coming now. Oh, wow. Thank you. Oh, this looks so good. James, Nicole, what did you guys get?
French 75 today.
Oh, okay. And here I got a Negroni in the form of an old-fashioned. I got it mixed up there. All right, cheers to you.
Cheers to it.
And cheers to you. Very nice and very strong. Jim Beam would be proud. Very citrusy. It's a nice way to celebrate the cold Vancouver days. And James, Nicole, how are your drinks?
It's beautiful.
Just lovely.
So far, I think the beginnings, the drinks are doing well. And Nicole even took a picture, blindingly so. But we'll show you those in the end. And oh, here comes the cheesy bread. Oh, thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Andy. And Nicole is taking the obligatory pictures as well. I think we got to dig into this while it is nice and warm. Oh, Nicole? Oh, the only way to do it is with your hands. All right, and following the lead with the fingers. Nice and messy. Let's give this a try. I guess we'll use our hands, especially with the camera.
Well, I don't want to be tasty, but it's better than the bread of yesterday.
This is absolutely divine. Nice soft bread, crusty on the bottom, nice and oily, but in a very good way, and a very strong, pungent, delicious cheese. Oh, really nice. And James, so good so far?
Very nice.
Oh, excellent.
So far, so good.
Oh, that was a strong Negroni old-fashioned style. And Nicole, compared to yesterday, the beginnings with the appies or with the drinks and the bread, what do you think?
I have to say that Ty's hands down was the winner in the breadsticks. And while yesterday's cocktail was good, I do have a soft spot for a French 75. So I think Ty's is winning. So good.
And what a good start. So we'll finish these up and we'll go for some appies. And Andy was so kind to explain the menu to us and lots of good food. And we'll take it back.
I need to class up with Georgetown.
Or we can get a blended seafood.
So James, do they have a $2 chuck?
Unfortunately, I don't see
And as the evening continues, it's time for some wine. They vary in price from the tens to the hundreds to the thousands. And with the long pours. And finally, clinks all around. And after a quick taste, the evening and the meal continues on.
So we made quick work of that cheese toast. It was so delicious. And James and Nicole and I ordered up a storm. So we got a bunch of appetizers. We got the carpaccio in beef form, and James got the carpaccio in vegetarian form. And the beef carpaccio is in honor of our good friend Lois, and the vegetarian carpaccio is, I guess, for the vegetarians out there. But we got some oysters and salad, and also a steak tartare. And they do it tableside, at least for the salad and the steak tartare. So I think they're just getting ready. And here comes Andy.
Exquisite tableside service, starting with a black pepper for the beef tartare, a bit of kick with the mustard, and a quick stir to blend everything together with a continuous stream of oil, followed with a dash of Tabasco. And don't you just hate it when you can't find the right bottle? A bit of Worcestershire. Hard to say, but it balanced everything out. And finally, a quick toss, and the tartare is ready to be served.
Oh, thank you so much.
And Andy never stops with a bit of lemon to greet the anchovies to the start of a wonderful Caesar salad. Another generous stream of oil, and bringing everything together with a beautiful toss. Mixing everything around, and loads of Parmesan, and it is now ready to be served and plated. And to make it even more special, loads more Parmesan.
Oh, all right. Thank you, Andy. All right.
Bon appetit, everyone.
Oh, thank you. Andy did an amazing job, and our table is full. And this is a nice problem to have when the oysters were coming over and there wasn't any room for it. We really overdid it with the ordering, and this is really in honor of Lois, and this is in honor of the vegetarians. And because the salad and the carpaccio and the beef are cold, we better start off with the oysters Rockefeller. Shall we dig in? Do you want to do the hot food first?
Sure.
All right. Okay. And
We all need our fiber items.
well, yeah, we need our fiber, but we can hold off on later. All right. Nothing like passing a plate of oysters. Oh, did you squirt yourself?
I did.
Okay.
That thing is so firm.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. Oyster here with a bit of lemon. So this is very nice. Lots of oysters. One for James, one for Nicole, one for me, and one for you. Let's dig into this. Okay. So, oh, look at that. Beautiful plump oyster. And a beautiful cheesy, creamy spinach sauce on top. Little bit of work, but well worth it. Oh, cheers to you.
Yeah, Nebuchadnezzar. No, they're all named after Egyptian.
I've had oyster Rockefeller at buffets, and they tend to be dry. This is nothing of the sort. With a beautiful plump oyster cooked to perfection, and the sauce perfectly balanced.
You said you were just dead?
Oh, very good. And I gotta ask, James, oysters, bad, good, average?
Absolutely is that.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Nicole?
Absolutely.
Compared to yesterday, we had the crab cakes. What do you think?
Oh, the crab cakes cannot touch the pan of the oysters.
And I so agree, and we've got more to come. Let's give some of these a try with the steak tartare. This is for sharing. A bit of beef, or a lot. some radish. And Nicole, for you. And one for James. And one for me. Cheers. I think our friend Lois would be proud because Andy did a wonderful job with a tartare. Nice and seasoned, egg yolky goodness, very luscious. Very nice. And as we speak, we see Andy at it again with the Caesar salad. But we have our Caesar salad, so let's give it a try. A little bit here. And a little more. And I know it's good because of all the hard work that's going on. All right, let's dig in. A little bit of everything.
This is yes.
That is so good. And as simple as a Caesar salad is, it is actually very impressive, very tasty. Croutons, nice and crunchy, oily, garlicky, buttery. Oh. I know it's just a Caesar salad, but James, what do you think?
Done really well. It's very good.
I mean, yeah, not too bad, eh?
Come on, not too bad. That's damning with faint praise. It's a really good Caesar salad.
I concur. And as we speak, the burger has come. Oh, okay. This actually looks very good. And Nicole and I had a really great burger at the Keg yesterday. So let's give this a try. And look at this juicy tomato. If you were at Peter Luger's, that would be $20 right there. We'll flip this over. There we go. And we'll give it a cut into thirds. Cut number 1. Flip it around. Cut number 2. Some reassembly required. Another flip. And cut number 3. And I think I did a pretty good job. Let's dig in. Hey, not a bad job. Really hard to eat with one hand, but let's give it a try. Oh. Wow. This is a very good burger. Soft and crusty, just like some people. And the burger, a really nice crust to it. Perfectly seasoned, a very nice burger. And I gotta ask, James, how is it?
It's not bad. It's a little salty, but they have some good vegetables to make it fresh.
Yeah, they were pretty aggressive on the seasoning. And Nicole, we've tried both, and what are your thoughts?
I actually think it's a tie.
I think so too. So this, a little bit heavily seasoned, a bit salty side, but again, as James said, the veggies bring a nice freshness, but very good. It's a lot of food. And our mains haven't come, but I think there is more to go with the carpaccio in veggie form and the carpaccio in original form. So we do need to give these a try. And I am just catching up with Nicole and James. A little bit of veggie and a little bit of beef with a bit of rocket, Elton John's favorite veggie, because he is the rocket man. So first, a bit of the beef. They do a good job there. Really tender, delicately seasoned, and a bit of citrus. Very delicious.
How's the rocket?
And as Nicole, I gotta answer Nicole's question. Let's give the rocket a try. Oh. Nice and peppery. Elton John is so right. And since we're on the vegetable trend, we'll go for what James has ordered. This is the zucchini or the courgette carpaccio. Tastes like zucchini.
Because it is zucchini.
And I don't know. Stick to the classic. And one of my favorites to do with the carpaccio is a little butter. And Andy was nice enough to give us some butter here on the carpaccio. And this is pretty rich with the carpaccio. Wrap it around the butter, or as best as you can. That makes it extra rich and creamy. A little bit of cold beef and the wonderful butter. Very nice. So we're just going to continue finishing up the appies, and we'll take it back for when the steak comes. Oh, cheers.
You hit the wall and then everything else.
No, I'm okay, yeah. Oh, the appetizers have come and gone. Absolutely delicious. And I got a sneak peek at the steaks there. And James, what did you think of the appetizers?
So good and so plentiful.
Okay, and Nicole, who's the winner? The keg or Highs? And I totally agree. And as we speak, Andy is here once again.
There's the fillets.
Oh, wow. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Oh, wow.
Mushrooms, garlic, parsley.
Oh, wow.
My mom is so
Hey. Oh. So just checking my eyebrows. And while Andy is cooking, our other steaks have come, and I think we might have overdid it. Oh dear. Okay.
I told you, are you sure?
That's actually a.
We're totally happy. Wow. Jerry.
Porterhouse steak, so you can have a New York strip on this side.
Yeah.
Filet mignon's going to be on that side.
Okay.
Your bone-in rib steak. Here's your steak Diane.
Oh.
We've got a share plates for everybody.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
Do you like the steak?
Oh, I forgot the. Okay, so I think this time I did overdo it. Yeah. So normally we have our food here, and we order a lot for the video, but this time I think with Nicole and James and myself, we really overdid the ordering. So let me show you what we have. The sauteed mushroom, the spinach, the asparagus for health, and now for the unhealthy but tasty, the steak Diane. This is the rib steak. Yeah, the ribeye, bone in. And then this is the 2-in-1 steak, the porterhouse with the sirloin or the New York strip, and the filet. So we're in a bit of a situation because Nicole and I knew that we were going to be in trouble, and even with James, I don't think we can finish all this. So we've actually enlisted some help from the next table, and so really grateful and really wish you were here as well. So we'll start making the plates. A little bite of everything. This is a strip loin, an asparagus, and another with some fries, and a potato in a different form, a little bit of the steak Diane, and a little bit of mushrooms or a lot, and the spinach all over the place.
Really appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Enjoy. And it's time to make the plates of our own. So I think we'll go all for one and one for all. We'll show you the plates once we make it up. The steak Diane, the ribeye, a beautiful New York strip, and its better half, the tenderloin or two. All right, so those are the protein, and let's go for the veggies. A bit of potato, my favorite, and my other favorite, potato And my other favorite, potato, a bit of asparagus, the sauce and accompaniments for the steak Diane. Give it a shake. Oh, thank you, James. Oh, sauced up beautifully. Okay, and finally, spinach in the most unhealthy but tastiest form ever. Right over here. Oh, that was a lot of work, and a nice, refreshing, full-bodied wine for the recovery. Cheers. All right, we got to dig in while it's nice and warm. Looking very nice, and I think got to try the fillet, which is cooked perfectly, and a little bit of sauce. Oh. That is absolutely tender, beautiful char, and a bright pink red on the inside, so tender. The fillet is definitely a favorite, and with a bit more sauce. Oh. There's nothing like an American steak. The Wagyus are nice, but this is just as tender and meaty and full of flavor. And speaking full of flavor, we gotta try the ribeye. And this is the aged ribeye, I believe. Oh, nice and pink. And they gave us a steak knife, but really a butter knife would have done. Beautiful fat. And perfectly pink. Oh. Absolutely luscious. A beautiful soft chew, nice and pink. And of course, the beautiful charred fatty goodness. Oh. Again, the beautiful char from the grill, and the steak is beautifully smooth and soft and succulent. And Nicole, having tried the steak yesterday, what do you think?
I think actually that Hive is going to carry the day. It's very rich. You know, I gave you all the fat yesterday, but it still has that richness, even if it doesn't have the vein running through it. So it's really nice.
All right, so the winner, Highs?
Yes.
All right. And James, you haven't tried yesterday, but how's it just? And that is a response when the steak is just so delicious. And I got to try that the strip portion of the porterhouse. And again, cooked really beautifully. But because this is a little bit leaner, I think we'll gild the lily some more with the cream spinach.
Sweet wine.
Oh.
Makes it very, very sweet. Mine is very, very different.
As nice as the fillet is and the ribeye, that sirloin strip is so tender, and it really didn't need the spinach, but that just makes the flavor so much better. A little bit of fat from the cream and buttery goodness, and some healthy spinach. And finally, the fiery steak Diane. And I think this is the lowest cut in terms of, I guess, ranking. But again, just cutting into it, it is soft and tender with a bit of that mushroom and shallot sauce. Oh. Just as tender, and even better is that luscious sauce. You can taste the garlic and shallots and that wonderful veal reduction. Very nice. So we've got a lot of work to do, and our neighbors have a lot of work to do as well. And so we did our scoring, and a little bit of both, the casual versus the fine. And there's one more category, can't even speak. There's one more category to go, and that's dessert, and we'll take you back for that. Oh. It looked a bit daunting, and we didn't think we could finish it, but again, with the help from our table and our new friend's table, we did a pretty good job. And as good as the steaks and the meats were, it is the sides that makes all the difference. The beautiful mashed potato, very good and buttery on its own, but with a little bit of the demi-glace, very tasty, makes it even more gooder. And I think it's the wine, because that's the best adjective I can have. But next to the mashed potatoes, the French fries, really delicious, and especially with the cream spinach, a little bit of crunch, a little bit of creaminess. And of course, we have to have our real veggies, the asparagus. And now our table is clear, and it is time for dessert. We still have a little bit of room left. So we got one of their classics, the Bananas Foster. And Andy is here again, cooking up a storm.
Just want to caramelize it.
Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, wow, that looks beautiful.
It's quite hot.
So finally, the meal is coming to an end, and believe it or not, we're kind of grateful because we're a little full. But this is the Bananas Foster and the chocolate bourbon cake. But Andy convinced us this is one of their best desserts. So let's give it a try.
You would never have to encounter bananas.
A little bit of ice cream with a caramelized bourbon banana,
The marbly effect.
a little bit of sauce. All right, let's give this a try. Okay, it has a texture of banana. It has a smell of banana. And it tastes like banana. Beautiful ice cream, but the flambe and the cooking of the banana makes the texture even softer and even more intense. Banana multiplied many folds.
Also, you're squinting.
Nicole, what do you think? How is the dessert?
It's a little sweet for my taste. I was in the unusual position of having ice cream sort of cut the sugar a little bit. I did like the caramelization, but yeah, I don't think this is my kind of dessert. I mean, nothing wrong with it.
And I can tell it's definitely not your kind of dessert by what's on your plate. And I'm curious to know, James, your plate is all empty. What do you think?
Oh, I have to agree with Nicole. It's a bit heavy and strong on the flavors. You know, if you use something more mild like bok choy or gailan, it might have been a great dessert.
Totally agree. Anything but bananas, bok choy or gailan would have done wonders. And now, to kind of cleanse the palate from the banana, we'll try this bourbon chocolate cake. And excuse my manners, I'm just gonna dig in. Okay, oh, that's fudgy and crusty with a bit of ice cream. So let's give this a try. Yeah.
It's very light looking relative to how dense it is.
Mm. It's like a chocolate cake with the best part of the brownie, fudgy and crusty, very good. So this is High's, one of the legendary steakhouses in Vancouver. Kind of like almost as good as, or almost as legendary as Brave Bowl, Vancouver classic, but really great time here. And I think with our scoring, we've got the bread and appies. I think High wins it. The appetizers, High wins it. The burger, I think Nicole says it's a tie with the keg and High's. I think the keg wins it. It's just a little bit over seasoned here, but the keg is always fantastic. steaks, I guess highs for sure. And finally, with dessert, Nicole, who's the winner?
I'm gonna reserve different. I haven't had the chocolate cake yet.
So while Nicole is enjoying the chocolate cake, I'll tell you who my winner is, and that is a keg. That Billy Miner ice cream pie certainly beats the Banana Foster's dessert, mainly because I don't like bananas. And Nicole, what do you think now?
I think I'll have to go with the keg as well. The desserts here, they're lovely, but they're suited into my taste.
So really nothing like a creme brulee or a Billy Miner mud pie and the ice cream cake. I finished the whole thing. So thank you so much for joining and for joining us in this little adventure here. Really great folks here, with Andy cooking up the storm and Chef igniting the kitchen with the flames. And he knows exactly what he's doing, because when people are taking pictures, he really amps up the flame. So thank you so much for joining, and until we see each other again, I hope you're keeping well, I hope you're eating well, and I hope you're traveling well. And just a little bit of wine left. Cheers.
Cheers.
And James has already finished his, so it's just you, me, and Nicole. So again, thank you again. God bless and take care. Bye-bye for now.
Was God bless on most of the other videos?
Hello?
So we are rolling out of there, and really enjoyable. And I gotta ask Nicole, who was with us yesterday, Nicole, which one is your favorite overall? So we did the scoring.
Yeah. I think the quality and the consistency at highs was much better, even though the desserts were better at the keg.
Yeah.
So,
What was your favorite?
oh, the oysters Rockefeller at highs.
That was so
Those were
good.
really good.
And James?
Oh, it's really hard to say, but I think the Caesar salad was just excellent.
That was nice too.
It is interesting. It's something as simple as a salad, but they do it right.
I do notice that neither of us had a steak.
Well, the steaks were really good, but I would say the oysters Rockefeller was my favorite as well. So yeah, I thought we'd take you out just to give the final thoughts. And between the casual place and the fine dining, I think value-wise, it was about 3 or 4 times as much. But given that we don't do this every day and we shouldn't do this every day, it might be worthwhile to kind of save your events and go all out, so to speak. So thank you so much again, and we've got to go for a walk, a long walk.